I know in the political landscape of the North, the moot is only a barely agreed upon thing. And many, even those that participate in it, do not respect it.
Amber.
Huh?
Last night I overheard you saying that there was a blatant violation of the Morn's armistice, correct?
Right. Sir, is there? I already heard. Okay. As far as I've been made aware, there are no official fortifications out there. But I did some digging. There should... The fort that the Liguratus mentioned. It is there. It is a fort, but not from any official provincial forces, but rather a faction in the provinces. The Meister's Academy. Their acquisition force. As far as we've been made aware, there is a research site that they're occupying. Excavation or archaeology or some such. If you guys need a place of respite, you will probably find it there, as long as you don't try to nick anything. In which case you will face immediate execution. But you'll have better heads on your shoulders than that.
Understood. Right. And to any Nevros that might be concerned, it does not violate the armistice.
As far as I can read from Suyad's reaction, no, it does not.
Understood.
I think we mentioned it, but the dragons are stirring, so they're gathering.
So I heard with your conversation with the kobolds. Giants and dragons gathering in the north. Shakes his head. Ill tidings. The phrase that the giant sent down at us. I've been looking into it, because it has to be more than just a mere sentence. I haven't found anything yet, but I'll let you know if something comes up.
Additionally, there might be some information that could be a factor. And I would recite him what I know about the gold standard and the Ashling Emulator. To include the still living Archimedelias.
As you begin telling it to him, he crosses his arms and puts a finger to his chin in contemplation. I can't say one way or another. Yet. How relevant that all is.
Understood. He would just perk up. Zal, Vaso, Tolas, proceed ahead and look for tracks, so they don't get suspicious when we don't meet up with them.
Zal just does a 2-finger flick on it. Vaso just nods and just follows behind Zal. And Tolas, who's in the midst of writing, closes their book and follows after as well. Is there anything else? I will say this, the story of the gold standard is not one that's... how to say... I've not heard of it. And when I first heard it from you, I asked some of the more knowledgeable folk I keep in council, and they have not heard of it either. So it's either very old or very, very obscured.
Then perhaps the only way to find out the truth of it is to come from the last source remaining.
If he's still alive. But that is on you to find out then, if you want to go try to find a missing person. Just don't forget the other mission.
Understood, sir.
Sir, a question.
He looks at you.
Do you know what they are excavating, the maestros?
I do not. I've already sent some informational inquiries over to them, but I don't know how many of you are aware of the relation the provinces and the academy has, but it gets strained at times. And information back and forth is always a tedious process. Their acquisition force likes to keep their secrets.
Well, I think that's probably where Isadora is headed. If this connects back to me somehow, I'd be surprised, but it must be connected.
You would just pull out the map. Can you mark it? Can you help guide me, mark it on the map where we would find this?
He nods and begins directing you, like up, down, down.
Left, right, BA.
Dang it! I was muted.
Sucks to suck.
Okay. Yeah, that's about right. The green arrow. Or the green X.
Yeah, we'll probably need it after we get our dicks kicked in by a bunch of undead.
That's fair.
I'm liking the optimism there.
Is there anything else?
Looks to the group. Not from me, sir.
Oh. Kasai. He just looks at her general direction. You can see like a dour look fly across his face. And he just shakes his head at her and closes his eyes. I see. My apologies. I don't need your apologies. Well, you have them anyways. And my condolences as well. So, anything else? No.
I believe
Good
that's
luck. Good luck. And he claps his hands twice, and then the crystal disintegrates.
that would answer my only other question.
It's a
Sojar looks a
purpose.
little disappointed.
You can contact him again. So, the crystal disintegrates, and then all that's left is the bird, Alberto.
It's like break off a little bit of dried bread and give it to him.
I gave it.
Best to be on your way.
It's being fed by everyone.
Everyone
eats.
sees a bird. Pet.
Crunches on the bread. Mom. Looks at you. Chirps once. And then says thank you. And then flies away.
But
I mean, considering the situation, it's far less unsurprising.
I wondered if I was a druid. I suppose that answers my question.
am I right in thinking that thing had a saddle for like somebody to sit on?
It's
Or am
not
I
big
just
enough
making
for a person to sit on it.
I mean,
That's
if
why I
you
was really
shrink
confused
yourself-
because I was just like, it's not that
It's a
big.
big hawk, but it's not the size of a horse.
I know, because I remember this detail and I'm just like, but it makes no sense.
Could
It's
Ulray
like a really well-made gaming computer.
could Ulray write it?
Why would
Yes.
Ore need to?
That being said, you're wondering if they would just kill Ulray or not, but
Probably.
yeah, especially it's a person.
Dane
Oh,
has a
well.
very like almost perplexed look on his face. If it would have talked, I wouldn't have fed it. It feels weird now.
Yeah,
That's kind of weird.
I mean, here's the thing, boss man. It did eat it, or he, she, whatever it was, did eat it. So, you know, if they didn't want it, they wouldn't have eaten it.
Honestly, it's probably not the first time that's happened.
Yeah, but it's a bit socially awkward though, is it not?
Kind
Yeah,
of.
kind
Do
of-
you
That was probably very
think
entertaining.
Lyle keeps him in the bird form and then feed? No, never mind.
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
They probably just
I
walk
think
around
it's
like
better
normal
if
when
we
they're
leave that one where it is, yes? Unanswered,
and
never
sad.
to be answered.
Can all of you roll your perception?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, watch as we all feel the save.
Oh man, wouldn't that be fucking hilarious?
Add a perception. Why do I keep
Well,
checking?
it totally
I
hasn't happened before already, right?
have a +6.
I mean, our track record, right?
Yeah, God, it barely did anything. Holy shit, Silas
God.
sees everything. Silas
Thank
saw
God.
God for a moment.
All right, so basically, all of you except Brendan. Actually, no, Brendan has Ori. All of you except D. Sorry.
Rip.
Oh,
See people emerging from the northeastern forests, like the one where Grandfather Redwood was deeper in that forest. The one where you guys went to go get firewood,
oh
and
god.
technically we're successful.
Oh. Come back and
It's not
force feed us
technically
meat
there.
carrots, are they? Because I
We were
swear to god.
successful in getting wood.
You guys were successful in getting wood. You guys did not secure your own security.
Fair.
No.
Do they look like they're of his tribe? I
If
don't know
they
that's
were there-
possible.
If they were there last night, you did not see them.
Hmm,
To the map.
fantastic.
Let's see. Let me just clean up all the Neros of the.
By
Chosen.
the way, what's the why did I want to say Captain Crunch? What's the inspiring leader temp HP now?
8?
9.
9.
This is why I checked.
It is not Captain Crunch.
Yeah, I don't know why I wanted to say that.
Maybe you're just-
Let's see. So you sent Zol, Tolas, and Vasa, right? Sorry.
Correct. Oh god, I should have sent Erica with him.
If you could have sent Marika with them.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Okay. You send the vagrant.
Basically.
Yes, you show Arn and then Kasai Lambert.
They're just gonna roll up with with the vagrants tied up. It's like, hey, did you lose something?
EB. What do these peoples look like? Well, let's see here. Well, I can start dropping tokens, but as I'm dropping them, which one of you wants to go first?
Probably Redan.
What do you mean, Redan?
Probably Redain.
What do you mean, Redan?
Never heard of him.
You make a token for us? You did.
No one? Okay, if no one, I will.
Joke's on you. I made an not antisocial. Made a less talkative character.
Oh
Looks
god, it
terrifying.
looks like a little. Oh, creepy.
It's a goblin. What do you expect?
I
I,
would-
mean, not a
I would-
goblin. Who's a goblin?
I would burn it with fire.
Then I got good art.
I will say, Oriana, you do note that the front, the leading person, has a banner of brothers himself. In a different style, different dimensions, but it is the same iconography and color and everything.
Suppose she would like, with the arm that is like holding said banner, just like wave to him. So,
Yeah, so you see a average sized person of a relatively slender build. That has sort of like a blackened metal breastplate with black and gold trimmed studded leather, and has across the left shoulder going down to the right side a piece of fabric that is also black and gold, but at the sarong of it, it looks like a mixture of Hillandic insignias and Nevros flags. Besides that, the person carries a large spear staff and has several tattoos all along the neck, as well as a bandana that's pulled down mostly over the eyes.
The NPCs look like the NPCs on the tokens, all right? I get to do that. You guys don't get to do that. So, Malcolm, Sigwalt, Cusio, and this is Nova. Her name is Nova. You all know her name. No one gets to know her name. All right. That's right. These people are going to pull double duty. This fucking suck. Well, except Alec.
Hello,
Alec
I'm
is-
pulling single duty.
He's on single duty.
Now Malcolm is in the
The single
middle.
Pringle duty.
He is just going
I knew
duty.
someone
did
was
the
gonna make the
same joke.
fucking joke. I knew someone would make the fucking joke. Malcolm was the name I was thinking of for our Block Watch campaign, and I was like, I'm not gonna do it because I know you guys are gonna fucking do that all the time. But also, I was tempted to do it because that means I had an excuse to hide in the middle. Anyways, what does Malcolm look like? He looks like that. What does Nova look like? Dog. So on and so forth. It's a wolf, technically, but not a direwolf. Sorry.
How do you spell the
Sigwalt.
other names?
Fine. I'll just show the name plates for all of them, and you guys just don't know them. You guys don't know them. Isio. Does Nova even have a name? It actually does. Okay. Nova. Who's next?
Air quotes. I guess I'll go. If
Goblin dies, apparently.
if the goblin is not very talkative. Walking beside this armored fella holding the banner is a 6 foot tall, masculine looking individual that appears to be human. If any of you are particularly keen eyed, you might see his very vibrant, almost golden eyes kind of scanning scanning his surroundings. That when the light catches them, they kind of have a strange glittery shimmer to it. He has dark hair, pale skin, wears a red kind of bandana headband around his forehead with a very vibrant looking orange feather sticking out the side of it. Other than that, he's wearing very loose fitting light clothing with a brown scarf, signifying the only thing that would maybe protect him from frigid weather. And he has these bandages wrapped around his fists and feet, though you can really only see the tops of his leg bandages as he's wearing boots, very strange looking boots. Oh, and he carries a what appears to be a walking stick at his side with the kind of knob handle that comes out of the side of it, about a third from the top.
Like a shillelagh, or
Like a walking stick, very normal looking walking stick.
it is the most normal walking stick any of you have ever seen in your life. Like in your mental phenotype of what a walking stick looks like, that's what you imagine, and it's right there.
Yeah.
It's fucking magical.
It is the most stick-like walking stick that can ever stick.
All right, Gabo,
The dictionary definition.
last up.
Haha, jokes on me.
Kind of like a baton handle.
Probably okay. So little person, literally like small category, very tiny person, probably kind of shuffling around like to. Thank you. That's very convenient. Probably moving behind everyone in front to kind of obscure their vision at most times. But from the little bits and pieces that you can see, small person covered in old clothes that seem to probably be like maybe a size too big, which could be like a normal size for a kid almost. Various bits of little trinkets and shiny little bits and bobs seem to catch the light. But even though there are little light catching things and little bits and bobs that seem like they should make noise, the character seems to be rather stealthy, surprisingly enough. They have kind of scattered eyes, just glancing at everyone, and seem to be very skittish. Also, they have a number of different stabbing and slicing utensils on them, including a bear trap.
Bear trap's as big as you.
Yeah, basically. It's the bear trap is effectively like just a backpack for them. Like it's holding everything
Yeah,
else.
just on your back, weighing you down.
If they stepped in it, it would just go over their head.
Pretty much.
So, you guys see this motley group of individuals on the approach. As I stated prior, the forward one, aforementioned, labeled Malcolm, and yes, he is in the middle, and I hate those of you that have made the joke or are thinking the joke. He does have a similar banner of the Brothers of Respite. And as you guys spot him, he spots you spotting him, and he holds up a hand. like a greeting hand, just like a sup.
Sorry.
And they continue and eventually finish out the approach, which is why they're within striking range from the fort walls. But that's besides the point.
All right, let's get it longbows.
Yep, not a shame. So, do you guys meet them outside halfway? You let them come into the camp? Do you guys shoot them?
No, I'll walk off.
I'll
there.
shoot him.
Got a
Okay.
brotherhood.
I can make an
Yes.
attack roll.
No? Could you repeat the question?
Do you,
50-50,
what do you guys
phone a friend.
meet them? You guys shoot them? What are you guys doing?
As follows. So I was
That
supposed
was
to see.
Malcolm in the Middle joke, but no one caught it.
I'm ignoring all Malcolm in the Middle jokes henceforth, just so you guys all fucking know, and I'll remember that.
Okay. What about an AG Cody? AG
No.
Cody Banks?
First thing I thought when I saw Malcolm's name was like, that's a fucking boring name.
Poor
He's called
Malcolm.
Malcolm.
Poor Malcolm. What did he ever do?
He got named
Exists.
Malcolm.
I'm sorry, not everyone can have such an interesting name.
Redan,
Sly ass.
you meet him outside the fort walls halfway, and he holds up like a warrior's wrist shake, greeting.
Good to see other living people out here.
Good morning. He shakes it. Do you see undead out here?
Several and about to see more.
Huh. That is a shame. Undead, you say, though? He turns his attention over to Ulysses.
Who is already starting to walk up, and he kind of claps Malcolm on the back and says, "You aim to see more undead, do you? Are you eager?"
Are
So
we-
much on death these days.
Did he say eager?
Eager, yes.
No, but it is a necessary thing that must be done.
Well, I am eager, that's for sure.
Well, wait, who said that?
This
Sajar.
is Sajad.
You'd see tall man, platinum colored hair. He's got violet eyes, these iridescent dragon scales on top of his skin. Muscular, carries a big sword, a great sword.
Oh yeah, I suppose we should probably describe ourselves to Alan.
Yeah, that's a good point. On. That's right. Pop quiz, bitch. You ain't ready.
Okay. Yeah,
Also know this to Akchak. If you try to hide behind Rodra, she will fucking kick you. That's the thing. Rodra's a drow. Drow have not been seen on the surface by anyone. Like they're not even a heard of concept on the surface in this setting.
Oh,
Question.
Okay.
Is the drow doing anything to protect themselves from the sun?
She has a hood and a
Okay.
dour look on her face.
I hate it.
She thinks that maybe manifesting a cloud over her personality will protect her from the sun. So far, it hasn't worked yet.
Yeah, there's
Another
probably like
detail that you'd see about Sajar is that he has rings on almost all of his fingers.
Yeah, bling.
Yeah, and his clothes are fancy. If you're traveled, you'd recognize some Exchangean themes there.
Then he does.
Redain's about 6 foot. Decent build, but wearing a chain shirt and a breastplate with a long green cloak. He's got long, pale blonde hair and tan skin and amber eyes. Carrying a sword, a shield on his back, and a spear. One scrubs. Y'all's turn.
we have to introduce
Yeah,
the
see, this is like presenting in class. Going first and going last. Who is it, huh?
I'll go next. So this is a tabaxi that sits about 5'8". They're wearing a warm and rather heavy-looking coat.
And
They're not
also
right now,
we're-
so you can't really see anything. They also have a cloak. You can see they have a rapier in a side sheath, and they have a backpack with a very secure buckle. Where is it? A secure buckle for a latch on the biggest pocket. There's a hard case made of wood that attaches to the backpack containing their violin, and their hands are covered by gloves. They're... yes, Silas is just constantly overheating sometimes.
The only reason Silas went to the north.
That's a good reason.
That's actually why they accepted. They're just like, I am hot as fuck here. I'm going up north.
It's a pretty cold morning this morning, so
That's why Silas has their coat on.
so it's pretty comfy for you right now.
I'm doing great.
Yeah, you're doing fine.
I like the cold.
Sam.
Um,
What else?
Yeah.
Or is that?
That's basically it. Their coat's down. Their fur is usually braided, but it's unbraided right now. Around their face.
It is the morning. You haven't gotten ready yet.
We have just
Alright, who's
woken
next,
up
huh?
and there's already bullshit. Yeah, sure, Oriana. Oriana's about the same height as Silas. They seem to have a number of different weapons on them, but also entirely ready just to throw hands, basically. Doesn't wear any armor, but has very unabashedly provincial garb. Let's put it that way. Like it's has like a military purpose to it, but like it's just comfortable in the city. She also has a mask over her face, and red mask. Yeah, red mask. I wonder who it could be. Maybe the person with several arrows pointed at them. They have a
By our
Captain
Planet.
Yeah! They have a hood over their head, and they seem to just be analyzing pretty much everybody that has just appeared. She also has this dumbass. Yes. She also has the other banner of brothers. Well,
Okay.
I guess there could be multiple at this point, so we don't know how many other banner of brothers there could be. But like, of the
I
two
mean,
we
you
know
guys
of,
have
she's
heard
one.
of, maybe not his name, but you guys have heard of Malcolm's existence when you guys first met the Banner Brothers, so.
Yeah.
Like, as far as they said, there wasn't anyone that walked into their site of power since, so. In theory, it should just be the two.
New.
In theory.
In theory.
The Mayo didn't happen. God damn it. That was Billy.
We don't believe you!
Getting people into thinking that, so thus they are right to think it. Who's next?
I hate him.
I can go if you want.
That right
guess.
there, I'm telling you people.
Yeah, you go. I want to do it.
Mhm.
Wait.
Go on, get.
So Anishka is a very obvious looking tiefling over here. She's sitting at about 5'5". She has sort of dark greyish bluish kind of skin. She's sort of covered in like sort of a pinky brown sort of tattoos pretty much all over her face, down her neck. When you can see her hands or like her fingers are like sort of wrapped around there as well. She's got sort of, her horns are kind of like sort of start at the back of her head and sort of come forward and up with gold at the top, one of which is sort of snapped off at the top from whatever, for whatever reason. Her clothes, she's sort of got like this big trench coat kind of thing that's got a big like fur lined around the top that's very obvious that she's hand stitched it herself. The bottom of it's